Hi, welcome to the Quinta, and as you can probably see, I've got my bee suit on. I'm going to go and open up the hives, see what's going on in there. Look at these three. You alright, birdies? Pock, pock, pock. We're having a nice dust bath. Right, this was my second attempt at planting some sunflowers. And that's gone really rather well. Look at all of those coming up. That should be quite an impressive display. Nice. Those pigeons, meanwhile, are still having a dust bath. It's all right. Look at the state. Look at the state of you. Bok, bok, bok. I just planted a load of chard. See how that comes up. Our carrots coming up, which hopefully won't be destroyed by those birds. You got water? You got food? What you got in your beak? Sorry, was that a bit scary? But it's nice now it's in there. What you doing? You catching flies?
Before we get to the bees, it's on with the daily chores. Although you can't really call them chores in such a beautiful landscape. It's an absolute pleasure, whatever you're doing around here. If you're thinking about moving to Portugal, or indeed any arid part of the world, your absolute number one focus must be water. It's the foundation of all life, and without it, you're going to get very little done. Certainly you won't be growing these delicious radishes.
You're off my vegetable patch, you. Come on. And that's why you were confined to quarters in the first place, wasn't it? Yeah. What are you doing?
Without further ado, let's turn our attention to the bees. It looks like a new swarm has arrived.
How are we doing, little bees? Anyone got pollen on them? Nice and busy. Okay. Ooh, what a beautiful noise this is. Okay, let's see what you're doing, little bees. And see how much space you've got. Right, what are you doing here? Plenty of space there. And drawing out the comb. Nice. Plenty of stores on there. Masses and masses of nectar. It's wonderful to see. And it looks to be a queen cup there.
I've already decided that I'm going to put a super on here because they filled up almost all the space already with loads and loads of nectar and honey and of course pollen, and they're going to need some extra space for brood and for laying eggs.
Well, plenty of bees. Let's just put that back on there for a moment.
I'm being careful putting this top back on because I don't actually want to squish any of the bees, and as you can see they're already quite excitable.
We have got a little wasp's nest in there. Don't really need that. So that's pretty good news in a way, but no queen. So no queen visible anyway, and plenty of honey, plenty of nectar, no brood. Very weird. Now this hive shouldn't have anything in it at all, really. Really dry. That smells slightly fermented in there. So I'm just going to leave that, just in case anyone wants to come and live here. Because if they swarm, there's a possibility that they'll just come in here. You can see evidence of robber bees, all this sort of like powdery wax. So the honey's been taken out of this, really. Mouse guard on.
Now to fit that super, so that they've got a little bit extra space for their brood.
Okay. Let's give you a little bit more space. Vegetation. Yeah. Let's leave them alone for a bit. I hear a few following me. So I shall, despite the warmth, wait a minute until I take this thing off. Oh, goodness me. It's mighty warm. So, they've got a queen cell there. So they're obviously making a queen. So obviously I'm just going to leave them to do that. With any luck, they will raise a queen, and she'll go off and get herself fertilised. And in a few weeks' time, she'll start laying. And that'll be really, really good news. That's very cool.
It just lost its tail.
Just lost its tail, yes. I think those pussycats might have had something to do with that. That's very cool.
They're very small.
Yeah. Nice. You're going to go find somewhere safe for it.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the wall somewhere.
Yeah, nice. Run off straight in there, will it?
Always trying to hide them. It's well.
Come on,
Look.
Skinky.
Right,
There it
there
goes.
we go.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be a bit safer in there.
So, no rest for the wicked, and it's back to planting. This time, it's aubergines, and I've got absolutely loads of them, so into the ground they go. As I'm planting, I'm also irrigating. This is flood irrigation, where you literally just dig a trench and fill it up with water. Nice and easy.
Whew, there we go, over 50 aubergines, 52 to be precise, planted. And I've also got 45 tomatoes in there, which I did yesterday. Still got plenty left over, so I'll probably be giving some away. And it's all now beautifully irrigated, so I can turn this tap off. And it's got a good drink. All this water is of course going to be travelling underneath the surface to the plants. And now that the sun is going down, it should retain a decent amount of humidity. Bit of a puddle down here. Right, what are those chickens doing? They're on the vegetable patch. What are you doing? Yeah, exactly.
So as we come up to the end of the day, it's a little bit cooler and it's a perfect time to get loads more water in there. It is an ongoing job, but it's such a pleasure in this wonderful landscape. Thanks very much indeed for watching. Please do like and subscribe. It's free and it really does help the channel. And if you'd like to help the channel even more, there are some memberships and some extra videos out there. Do take care of yourselves. See you in the next video. Bye for now.
I found some superfood. Dandelion. Pick them when they're tiny, they're absolutely delicious. However, they are renowned for, well, they're called in French pissenlit, colloquially, and yeah, it's not good to overconsume them, but they're very good for you. Right, so that is a bit of a chore, but I give it a really good watering every, I don't know, 3 days, because I actually want the roots to find their own level. I've got potatoes there and above, so the theory is if I water the top level, the water will slowly find its way down. What are you doing? What are you doing?